Hello, good morning, good noon, good afternoon, and good evening everyone. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Gunpla Show. Yep, I know, as you can see, it's not a Gunpla, but still it's in for model kits. Okay, so today we'll have a full review of the MGH SD EVANGELION 01. Okay, so before we go to our proper review, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you will be informed for my next videos. So let us see a full 360 view of this SD EVA 01. Okay, so that is the full 360 view of this SD EVA 01, and now let's have all the things that is included in this kit. First, we have here the umbilical cable that we can attach at the back, and then we have this extra open mount, and next we have this one, an extra battery because we have a lighting feature in its eyes. And next, the attachment for the stand. And finally, you have so many extra hands. And before I forgot, we also have some decals or some water decals, but I choose not to put it in the kit or apply it in the kit. So maybe next time. That's all the things that is included in your MGH SD EVANGELION Unit 01. So now I will take out all the unnecessary things in the EVA, and then we'll talk about first about the kit, and then next is about its equipments, okay, and also weapons. Let's go. Okay, so this is your MGH SD EVA 01 without its equipments and any additional parts. So let's have first its aesthetics, and as you can see, this kit is so very nice and beautiful. There are so many parts that you can have some panel lines, because there are parts there that it's nice to have some panel lines so that it the design will pop out. Okay, and before I will go to its different parts, first is I'm not so lucky in this kit because I have some mold defects in here in this part. As you can see, I just added some things here or some plastics here. Let me focus it right there. As you can see, it's different from the other side. There is a part here that is bulging out right there, but this one it doesn't have, because from this part, this one, let me get some pointing thing, this, from this part to this part, this slanting part, there's no green parts there, and there's no mold of green parts there. So what I did is to get some green parts from the runners and cut it and attach it, and even it's not so perfect, but thankfully it formed just like the other part here. Okay, so as a builder, you really need to find some ways to have or to solve that problems. Builders, you need to be creative. Okay, so that's it. So as you can see, there is some stain there in the panels of the Tamiya paints there, because there are some scratches there when I mowed it. So yeah, but it's not perfect, but it's good. When it's far, it's not so clear that it's not the original part there. Okay, but there is that line which I cannot get. Okay, so now let's see. So we'll talk about its aesthetic first, and after that, let's have the articulation, and then after the articulation, let's have the pros and cons of the kit. Okay, So as you can see here, let's start in the head. Because this is an SD, but this is a very great SD. It's like an MG SD, so it's like a master grade SD like. So let's start here at the head. So as you can see there are so many designs, and this green here and this horn, let me get it. This is a separate part here, so you can see. So you slot like in this violet horn. This is violet. It's not blue, okay? It's violet, okay? As we know, EVA Unit 1 is in color violet and green, okay? And also orange. So it's a separate part. There are some good part separations here, and then just attach it. Okay, so this part here I painted that red because as I saw in the original one, this part is red and this also part is red. And the rest, there are so many details here, especially at the back. As you can see, you can read there are letters and numbers, the EVA, then there is 1. So the details is so good, as in it's very good, okay? And here at the arms, okay, so I just removed the arm. As you can see, the arm here, this orange and this green part is also a separate parts, okay? So let me focus it. This is a separate part, then the green also is a separate part, and this green also here is a separate part, the same with this green and this one. So as I know, there are no stickers or foil stickers in this kit. Nothing. It's all part color separated. So this is very nice. The only sticker that you have is only the water slide decals that we see in the first part. Okay. So the arms is the same at the other side. Okay. So the feet, this orange here is also a separate part, and then we have also here the green one that is a separate part. These are green. This like an ankle armor. This orange is also a separate part, and at the back of its foot, that red part I painted that red. I just like to paint it red. Okay, so as you can see, there is also a panel line opportunity here at the back of the foot, or the sole of the foot. Okay, so here at the back also, this green one in the waist, and also this black one is a separate part. The red that you can see here, they are all painted by me. Okay, so at the waist part, the green is a separate part, the violet here is a separate part. The waist here, inside the waist, that is all color black. Okay, that is all color black, and it is covered by this armored, this color violet and color green armor here. Okay, so the waist here, this is so very pointy. So at the back, as we can see here, the waist, I just color it with the panel line black here, so the parts will be emphasized, so that that color black is a Tamiya panel line colors. That's it. That's the aesthetics. And additional gimmick here is that this kit has a lights in its eyes. So how we will open and on the lights? So we just have to get this part here, this helmet, and we have here a switch, and you can open that here, switch on, and as you can see, let me get it. There is a light there. Let me get the flash here, and as you can see there is a light, and it's an orange light. Okay, so it's very nice that this kind of kit has this kind of features, additional features. Okay, so let's take it back. Okay, so additional one here at the head, this green is also a separate part, the gray is a separate, the green separate part also, the red here is painted by me, and let me get the head. Okay, so that we can see the additional features of the head. So the head here, we can get this mouth open, and we have here a teeth, a very detailed teeth here, and we have that additional mouth because this one, it will do close the mouth, and this other one, if you attach it, it will have this open. mouth. Wow, that is so nice. And as I know, this open when the EVA-01 open its mouth, this is in the berserk mode, right? Okay, so but I like it when its mouth is closed because it is more robot-like or a machine-like thing. Okay, when it's open, it's like a biomechanical thing. So I like it some mechanical. Okay, so let me put it back. Okay, now let's talk about its articulation. So, the same as usual, we'll start from the head, shoulders, waist, torso, waist, joints in the legs, in the knee bend, the toes, and everything that we can move. We will have an articulation. Check. Okay, so the head, this is very nice head because the, as you can see there, the neck there at the inside here, it is attached in a different way, which there is a the joint is going inside and it can move like this one. That's why the head has its effects that it can move lower than its torso, as you can see, like that. It's like it can shoot you with its horns. Okay, so and also it can also have this move. It can go up until that height. Okay, so it's like looking at the skies, and if you bend more in the waist, yep, it's like really looking. It's also have a rotation. It can go rotate, but 360. It can go rotate in 360, but because of the attachment in the shoulders and in your arms, so yeah, it will just stay in that place. The same here also. Okay, so let's go to the arms. So the arms, these like flaps here, as I know in the series in EVA, this part here contains the knives. Okay, so I just forget what is the name of that knife. Okay, so this part here has a separate articulation. It can move here and there, the same with the other part. Okay, so but then the joints in the whole arm can go rotate, but that is the con because the joint is so loose. It's so easy to be detached. It can go 360. Just be careful not to pop those joints out. The same with the other side. It can go 360. Right there. Then we also have here the arms. It can go, just hold this one, and then it can go up until that part only. The same with the other side, and the bend here, that is the only angle that it can have. That's it, because the part here in the forearm will collide with this green armor here. So that's it, nothing. And this part here, it stays there. Nothing happens in that part. Okay, so that is the arm and the wrist of the hand. Very not so secure, because as you can see here, it can be removed easily because this is just a peg and there is some polycap here. So there is like a polycap there inside the forearm and it can twist, but yep, it's not so secure, so just be careful. Okay, now let's go to the torso. The torso, there's no ab crunch here, nothing. There's no ab crunch. Yep, there's nothing. There's no ab crunch, but it can twist a little bit like that, and then it can also twist in this part also. Okay, but that's it, nothing. It can't go 360. Okay, so now let me get these hands and forearms up, because now we will talk about your legs. And this feet, man, it's so loose. Okay, so the feet, it can kick until there. That's a very nice kick at the front, another kick at the back. If you get the arm, I think the legs can go 360. Okay, then let's have the knee bend. The knee bend. Okay, that's the bend of the feet. Okay, so and now let's talk about its feet here. This ankle guard here, it can move, it can flap up and down. And then the foot itself, yep, it's not so secure. I think it fits, but it do pops frequently. Also here, this one here is so hard to maintain. Every time you move, this feet can loose. So very not okay for me. But there is a great articulation here at in the foot. As you can see here, it has a division here and then another one here, so it can have this kind of position, right? It's like preparing to lunge or to run, and as you can see, there is that separation there. Okay, but again, this is very loose here, because as you can see there, the joints, the ball joint here is in this like part here, like that. So it's moving towards the back, and you secure it like this, and as you move, it's very easy to detach. Okay, so that's it for the articulation. Nothing so special, but there is a great articulation for the arms and the legs and the feet. But again, the very cons in this kit is the very loose joints of the arms here also, and the foot here, very loose. Okay, so now let's talk about its attachment and equipments, weapons, and other things there. Let's start first with its extra hands. We have these chopping hands. Where is that? Another one. We have these chopping hands, as you can see, chopping hands. We have also the knuckle hands that ready to punch. Where is the other one? There it is. I just do panel lined it so you can have the details there, right there. We also have those trigger hands. Where's the other one? There it is. So we also have some trigger hands there. So the trigger hands, and we have the open palm hands. It's like a grabbing hand, and the other one is there attached. And we also have some holding hands, which it can hold something, and the very specific thing that it holds here is the knives. Okay, the knife. So that's it. So that is the hands. Now next, it's very easy to attach. Okay, just the peg. Okay, just you remove it and you attach it. Okay, next is this one, the umbilical cable, which you will attach it at the back. So let's try to attach it, and the foot remains there, just stay there. And the same, we have cons also here, which is this is very loose also. If you just like that, if you move the other part, it will be detached already. So you need to secure it, and like that. So oh, see, so it's not so nice. Okay, so you need to push it hard, but still it detach itself. So if you want to pose it in a regular one, so it's much better if you glue it or put some cement there, so it will be attached like that. And it's like the battery, and there is some peg here that I think you need some stand that has a hole for this one. I don't know if it is compatible for other stands or for other, yep. So this is the umbilical cable. So that's it. So I just painted metal gray there, or a silver gray rather, so that it will pop out its aesthetics or the design. Okay, so next attachment is the extra mount, and then we have the stand. So you can attach this one at the bottom there, like that. And then if you have some stand that you can attach, it's very nice. So you can attach it there so that it will stay put. Whatever it holds, it will stay put. But yep, I still don't have those stands yet, and I think you need to buy the the weapon 3, because the weapon 3 has its own stand, so I think this is compatible for it. And also this umbilical cable here, this like battery pack of the umbilical cable. Okay, so that's it. And then let's go to its weapons. So let's have first the 2 knives here. I forget what is the name of these knives. So let's try to attach this. So we have here some hands, a holding hand here. Where is that? Okay, so this is very tricky. This is not a plastic, this is like a rubber, a hard rubber. So it's a little bit tricky to install it. So you need first to slide this in this part and then put it like this one. Okay, so it's not like if you used to attach some weapons in the hands, for example the Gun Plus or the Gundams, you need to detach the arm guard here so that you can attach the weapons. But here you need to slide it and let it in this kind of particular hand. Okay, so that's how it have the hands. Okay, so let's try. So you can see there like that, so it can have those hands. And the problem of this hand is doesn't have an articulation for that part and another one here. So it has a little bit of the articulation, but it's not the appropriate movement of the hands. Okay, so we also have here, if you want to attach this. Okay, so we have that knife. So next is, let's have the another weapon is this gun. I don't know also what is the name of this gun. Okay, or is this a beam gun? I don't know. Okay, so I just painted silver there so that it can have some aesthetics also and some designs. You also have some panel lines there. I put it so that it will be more darker, because this is something not so dark gray. It's not light gray also, but it's gray, but it's not so dark. That's why the panel lines can still go pop out. And some of these some rivets like here, I put some panel lines there so that the circular designs there will also pop out. Okay, so trigger, inside the trigger finger. So let's try here. So this is also very tricky. So as you can see, there is the thumb and there is this part here. So you need to put it there first. Let me have it. Okay, so after you enter there, have this trigger finger hold in this part here, and let these 3 fingers to go in also. And this is very hard. I got so many tries before I actually put the hands in this gun, because this is very hard. So let me take some time to get it. Okay, right there. So that's it. So we attach it. Whew, I think I got 5 minutes before I attach it. So let's try it attach here in the other hand. So again, you just need to put it inside in this peg, the hole. Okay, and remember that the gun should be inside, in between the arms and the torso or the waist. Okay, that's it. That's how it holds those weapons. Okay, and we also have some additional things here. This one, as you can see in the first part of the video, we have these parts here. So what are these parts? I think I'm not still sure, but I think this is really the purpose of it. If you have the Eva, just go there first so that they can see. So these are some connections that you can attach at the back. I will attach this one. So there are some points there. There are some little gaps there, and here also in the forearms. So this some flap up the shoulders and here in the forearms. So let's try this first. So you have here in this part, you have some sliding peg here, there, and you just slide it. I think this is in this part. Okay, so it depends on you in which part you will attach it. Okay, so you can attach it like that, and then the other one will be in this part also. Okay. Again, it depends on you on how you attach it. Okay, but for me, I will do it like this. That's it. And then the other one, you can also add it up at the top. So you just need to slide it in like that, right there. So you have it's like a holding of some weapons. Okay, and in the forearm, you have this one. You also just have to attach it like this, right there. And the other part, also like this one. Okay, so now you have some extra compartment for this one. So for me, as I know that there is what you call the weapon tree. So if you have the weapon tree, there are so many varieties of weapons in the weapon tree that I think it is very compatible to attach them in these slots. As you can, there are so very many slots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there are 10 slots that you can put there. But for me, this one, I just invented it that I think these parts can be attached there. So for example, you have here the extra knife. Just forget about this one. Okay. Okay, so for example, if you have that extra knife, because there are 2 knives there. So for example, you have here, you have this kind of attachment here in the knife. So I think you can attach this knife here so that you can bring also the other knife, and it's very tight and it's very okay. So you have some knives there at the back, see? Okay, and let's also try for the gun. So the gun here, we can also try it. We can put it in the back because there is an attachment there. So we have here this part here that we can slide it. I think it's not. So let's try it in this side rather. Okay, so you can attach it there. As you can see, it's compatible and it is also secure. Okay, so as you can see, the gun now is attached in the back, so at the back. So now it depends on you on how you angle it. So as you can see, my problem here is the very loose joints of the shoulders. Okay, so as you can see now, there it is. So the gun is now attached at the back, and we still have the trigger hand. I just attach it there. Again, that's very hard to equip the hand to the gun or the gun to the hand. Okay, and the knife there at the back. So there it is. Okay, so after those things, now we have this, the main event of this unit. Also this, because this is the biggest weapons in this kit, and there it is. This very big cannon. Okay, so at the first part, I let you see the form of the EVA 01 while holding this cannon. And yeah, I think also many minutes before I attach it correctly. Okay, so let's try to attach it there. Okay, so I will change the hands. So the hands here must be this one. So I need to detach it, all of it, so that it will be easy for me. Because as you know, the parts here right now are detaching on its own. So first is I want to use the holding hands here, because this cannon here is very sophisticated in design. So you can see there's the color orange, the sky blue, but this sky blue must be white, but this is now in a sky blue, and this blue must be in sky blue. And what happened here is the white becomes sky blue, the sky blue becomes blue. See there? Yep. The silver things there, I just painted that silver also here because I think it's so boring without those paints. And I do some color corrections there because this part must be black and this one must be white. So I colored this with Gundam markers in white and Tamiya paints or acrylic paints here in black at the back. And this one is the gray in Tamiya paints. Okay, silver gray in Tamiya paints. Okay, So the red here, I saw in the manual or in the box that this is yellow, but I only have red, so I just choose red to color this in this circular one here, right there. Okay, so how we will attach this one? So let me detach these things first. Sorry for the mess. Okay, so first is we need to attach this hand here, this holding hands here in the handle here, but yup, the hands is not so secure. This is just the same, it's so very loose. Okay, so next is set up the EVA, the 01, in how it should be how it should be formed while it will be attached in this very big cannon here. So the legs here, you need to put it in this way and then fold it this way and attach this very loose fit, yep, and the guard. Okay, and this one, the legs, you need to form it in this part and then put it like this. Yep, it should be like this. And then let's try to attach, okay, the EVA. So you need to attach the hands here or the arms here, and this one also attach it here. Okay, so I think that is the best that I can do because it takes so much time to pose it. So that's how your SD EVA 01 is in this very big cannon. Okay, so yeah, it's so very hard to pose. Why? Because of the very loose parts. When you attach the other one to the other one will detach, the other also will detach, then vice versa, and you will need so much time to pose it. Okay, so that is your SD EVA 01 in this very big cannon. Let's have a quick comparison of heights and size of some gunpla that I have here so that you can see how big or small this kit is. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, so now let's have a comparison of some kits here. So I have this one, the our usual size of a gunpla, that is our RX78-2. Okay, as you can see, this is an SD, this is HG. So as you can see, this SD is so very big. As you can see there, they're so tall. So that is your RX78-2. So let's have another comparison here. Another big HG kit. This is still an HG. This is my new HG. So as you can see, the new, they almost have the same height, but because of the horns of that Evangelion, this is so very high. Still, the SD Evangelion here is still big, okay, or more taller than the new. So next, let's have this, your usual SD kits. That's how small that SD kit is. The first time I get this EVA, the box, I thought that the height will be like that. So as you can see, that is very high in difference in height. Okay, so that is very nice. Okay, so now let's have another comparison, and that is your Murasame Liger. So in height, of course, it's so very obvious it's more taller, but in size, I think the Murasame is more bigger. But yep, SD Zoids, that is very big. Okay, so it's very have such large difference when you say SD. But still, this EVA is still in the what you call the SD, because this is very a super deformed form of the EVA 01. as we know, the EVA 01 is more slender, more thinner, and have that not so large head, because this head is so big. Okay, so that's why still in for the super deformed collections. Okay, so this is your EVA, the very big SD EVA, and some of its attachments or additional parts, your knives, the gun, and the knife, and also some extra hands there. So I think I give you all the review that we need for this EVA. So again, this MGH SD EVA 01 is a third-party kit. Okay, it's not the original one. It's not so expensive, because as I bought this, I think I bought this only for 800 pesos in the Philippines. I bought this in an online shop, and it's worth it for the price. The aesthetic is so nice, but the cons of the articulations and the loose fittings and joints is such horrible thing to know about this very good kit, a very nice, beautiful kit. But because of those cons, maybe the ratings of this will be go down, but not so. Okay, but as you can see, the additional things here, or additional equipments and weapons here, is also nice, and add the feature of the glowing eyes also, and we have also some extra batteries in it. So now you see what is this SD EVA MGH thingy. So whew. So I think that's it for this review. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to get this SD EVA, I think it's still available in some shops, online shops. I think in abroad, in some places, maybe it's still available in online. Here in the Philippines, I still see it in Shopee. There are some still stores that are selling this kit, so you can still order it. Okay, so an additional thing, it doesn't have foil stickers. It only have the older slide decals. Okay, so color separation is very good. So that's it. Thank you so much guys for watching. So I hope you like it. So please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you'll be informed for my next videos. Thank you guys. Whew. Very loose one. Jake De La Paz signing off. Gunpla Bear Show signing off. Bye bye.